So by the sounds of it, the introduction of Doctor Doom and the concept of Latveria and the existence of that entire franchise is going to slowly be built up as a side thing before he finally shows up. So let's talk about the future of the MCU and Doctor Doom. So as of right now, you have to take this obviously as a rumor. We don't really know what their plans are. It could change at any moment. The people reporting the things always have a track record that's not accurate, to put it kindly, right? So we never know. Take it as a rumor, and if it ends up being true, well then I guess we're getting our introduction to Latveria sooner rather than later. So the latest reports that I'm seeing make the rounds everywhere is the fact that Marvel is not directly going to cast Doctor Doom as a villain right off the bat. Instead, they're going to deal with Latveria in a little bit of a different way, because the nation will be set up, but it's going to be centered around the villain Lucia Van Bardos, or Bardace?
I botched that one. Oh, that's a botched job.
Who just happens to be the prime minister of Latveria in the comics. She actually manages to take Latveria over from Doctor Doom in the comics, and then later on he comes back, gets revenge, and then he becomes the Doctor Doom we all know, love, and fear. But apparently what they might be doing in this is taking it a little bit of a different way, where she might be a servant, as sort of a liaison to Doctor Doom. You know, she's sent out there, she's representing Latveria, talking about it to the other nations on behalf of him. So sort of think of this kind of like how Loki during the Avengers was on there doing the bidding and the attack with the Chitauri on the behalf of Thanos. And the report does say this would sort of be like a diplomatic mission outside of Latveria, which again, this would make sense. And it says while there's no currently film plans or anything that they're trying to figure out with Latveria or anything, or Doom, the Rivals, any of that, the Fantastic Four currently, things are always subject to change, and this should be expected. And realistically, I think I've always said, if you guys remember here on the channel, Doctor Doom should be introduced kind of differently. Latveria should maybe be a sister country to Sokovia, deal with that whole fallout, then introduce Latveria in a sort of certain way, maybe make Doctor Doom sort of a Iron Man-ish like character who's trying to sell arms and everything to both sides, since obviously there is parallels between those two characters in the comics if you read those. And then of course reveal what he's actually doing, what he's planning, fill in his backstory in the Fantastic Four eventually, and really kind of deal with the character's back history there. And of course, if you guys remember, they've already been working and have a complete script for a Doctor Doom standalone film due to Noah Hawley, who previously wrote it for Fox, who says he has talked to Kevin Feige before. So again, I think it's just a matter of time till we see Doom, and if they introduce him as sort of a side character that's mentioned, I think that's better than just tossing him out there and seeing what happens. Like, build up that hype and anticipation, because we want to see it done right.